What's up, YouTube? Feeling really good about my looks. I already recorded this video twice, but this is my third time. Hopefully, I'm trying to get it right. But I'm just kind of going off the dome. This can be a short video. Anyways, uh, sometimes whenever I go out of my way to hang out with somebody or to talk to somebody, um, it can be a little like, yo, is this really beneficial? And sometimes it's not even going out of my way. Like sometimes if I see somebody at the gym and I just kind of know them, but I don't really like want to talk to them, like I have nothing new to say, it's just like a an obligation, right? I'll be talking to them and I'm like in the back of my head while I'll be talking to them, I'm like, is this conversation beneficial? Is there substance? And and then after when I walk away, I'm like, did I gain anything out of that? Or was it just like just practicing my social skills? Like that's the only thing I maybe got a little better at was just like practicing my ability to talk to somebody I haven't seen in a while. You know what I mean? Like that's the only thing I really gained. Or the only thing I really gained is like being able to conversate normally without bringing up the arts or bringing up some fucking esoteric niche idea. You know what I mean? Like that's the only thing I really gained from those kind of conversations. Um, and that's not like a I need that thing. It's not like I would go out of my way to have that skill or that new beneficial thing in my life. It's just kind of there. Um, and sometimes it can be tough as well because the people you talk to, it's like you have to explain shit. And right now I'm in this phase where I don't really want to explain shit. You know what I mean? Like I know what I want, and what I want hasn't really been done by other people that I know. So that when I talk to these people that I know, it's like I'm the master of it already. Like I'm not the master, but I know the most about it. So even though they're not stupid people, like they're smart people, it's like, or I'm assuming they're smart or decently high enough IQ. I mean, sorry, what the fuck am I saying? Um, anyways, yeah, like I would know the most, even though yeah, like they're smart, they probably know a lot about other stuff. I probably know a lot about other stuff too. What I want to do, the arts, they probably don't know that much about, and I probably know the most. And sometimes I might even go as far to assume that they don't even like the arts, and I won't open up, and I won't even say that I'm in the arts, because then it's like I have to go down this whole thing of like explanation. So it's kind of like I don't know what I'm trying to say here, but there's kind of like this feeling of like I don't even want. First of all, I don't want to explain myself. Like I don't want to have to explain I'm in the arts. I dropped out of college and I really want this shit and I want to move somewhere to America and pursue my dreams. Like that's like the first thing because that's like how I truly feel. You know what I mean? Like I don't know about the whole move to America thing right now, um, but like the arts thing, like that's like arts is like that's the passion. So it's kind of like yeah, sure, people can understand passion, but can people really understand how dedicated I am? Because I don't want people to say like if I want to say like oh I'm in film or oh, I really like video, like I don't want them to say like oh like what's your favorite movie or like to start making all these assumptions about me that I'm like an artsy kid that I'm not like a fucking hard ass worker that I don't go to the gym that I haven't fucking worked my ass off in life and other places because when I did wasn't in the arts, I had this perception of the arts that the arts was for losers. The arts was for homeless people. The arts were for fucking weirdos. Okay, but then I realized something. You know what? Maybe I'm artistic. Maybe I'm a little weird. Fuck it. Okay, but that outsider's mindset of the arts is for weirdos applies to the majority of people who aren't in the arts. Sure, there are people who really do love art, but they don't really love the artist. They love the product, but they don't really love the producer. And that can be a really tough thing because the producers are, you know, it, people like me or like I don't really know what I'm trying to say, but um it's hard for a consumer to relate to a producer, or it's not really hard for a consumer to relate to a producer. It's hard for a producer to relate to a consumer because I have to lie, and that sounds stupid, like I am some final boss producer. No, I am not. I am still a human being. I am still a normal 20-year-old male, but it's like I still have this mind, I still have this goal, I still have this dream of like I want to create something amazing, right? And I don't know how to communicate that. And the thing is, I don't even know if I want to, because it's like the whole thing of like, what do you want to do when you're older? And then I have to constantly repeat it to every person I meet. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like sometimes I just lie. Sometimes I just say, "Oh, I'm in the arts," but I dropped out of film school. Probably just gonna work. I still have a strong passion for the arts, but like, I'll figure it out. That's what I say. So then people just think like I'm a fucking lazy ass person who dropped out of college and doesn't know what they want to do. No, I know exactly what I want to do, but I just don't want to communicate it to you. That's the only thing in it. That's the only thing. It's just like I get a vibe sometimes from people, and I literally know if this person is like open minded and shit, and like most of the time they're not. Most of the time they can't understand, and most of the time I just feel fucking stupid because then this is where it goes full circle, and it's like I just wasted my time with this person. First of all, I had a conversation with them. I don't really care about their life, right? Like I don't really, if they're not doing anything interesting, if they're not like if they're just a person, right? Just an average person. Sorry, that's kind of diss. Sorry, like I don't. I hope that's not directed towards anyone. But if they're just an average person, um, with not a lot of ambition and shit, and they're telling me about what they're doing, it's just some like basic shit, and they haven't really changed, or they're not like evolving or like trying anything different, you know. And I'm over here, and I'm lying because I noticed that they're not really open minded to maybe um, my pursuits, or I'm assuming that, right? Then it's like, okay, well, I listen to stuff I do not care about, and I said shit that I've said probably numerous times that is false information that I don't really care about either. That's not like I don't really care about what I have to say when they ask that question because I know that's not the truth. If I said some really like deep shit, then yeah, I would care about it. But it's just like I don't care about the conversation. I care about like the overall conversation. I don't care about the substance that was said in the conversation. I come around, I think about the net. I think about the net positive. Was that net positive or net negative? It was just neutral or it was just like negative. Because then sometimes you start talking about shit that you don't really want to talk about, and then you say something that's like awkward or weird. And if they're not a weird person, but if they just don't know how to react or respond, and they don't have like good social skills, you know what I mean? Then they'll like fucking, it'll just ruin your day for no fucking reason, for some shit you didn't care about. You know what I mean? Because it's like what if I were to say, yeah, I'm in the arts and I'm also working at a golf course, right? I'm working at a golf course. I dropped out of college. I'm not sure really if I want to go back to school or not. But I'm just gonna work right now and then I'll go into the arts. And then they say, well, oh well, you got to make money. Oh well, you got to get. I think you should go back to school. Shut the fuck up. I fucking know this shit. Like that's the biggest thing because there is an assumption made about me as well. So I'm gonna make that assumption before they make an assumption about me. Okay? So it's kind of fucking annoying because it's like, oh, he's got long hair. Oh, he's a little rambunctious the way he like moves his fucking lips and shit, and he fucking uses his hand gestures and the type of shit he'll say like brain rot shit, and the way he dresses. Maybe it's a little immature for a lot of people's taste. It's a little not a little immature, but it's a little experimental. And with that assumption of oh this person's experimental, right? That will snowball with all the other shit I say, and it'll just create this thing of oh this guy's a fucking loser, this guy's a fucking wannabe rock star. Shut the fuck up. I work harder than you. Fuck you. Sorry. This is probably one of the most videos where I'll actually stand on most, sorry, like most potent videos or a good example of me standing on business. Um, I don't really get this aggravated or worked up about shit as much as like this whole like conversation substance shit. Um, I don't think that's narcissistic of me. I just think I know what I like and I don't really like. I know what I like. I know what I don't like. I know what I want to do, and I don't really like superficial conversations. You know, like be fucking real. I'll be real. I'll be real, but I'll have my defense up, bro. Cause I'm never gonna be like disrespectful. Like if I sense disrespect, I'm not gonna like, why would you say that shit? Like I'm not gonna say that, but I will just have to fucking lie my way out of it, and I hate doing that because it's like it's not why, but I'm dumbing myself down. That's a better way to put it. I'm dumbing myself down, acting like I don't know what I'm doing, just so I don't actually have to fucking speak words that are meaningful. That's my little rant for the video. Okay. Peace. Let me know if you relate in the comments. Goodbye.